לפני יותר מ3 שנים, הקורונה, המגפה, שלחה מיליארדים בכל העולם לעבוד מהבית.
When the pandemic hit, millions of people converted their kitchens, living rooms and bedrooms into home offices.
ועכשיו, אחרי שכבר נוצרה מין שגרה, אחרי שהתבססו להם ההרגלים, ראשי החברות בארצות הברית רוצים שהעובדים יחזרו למקומות שעזבו.
Employers starting to pull back, starting to say, we are still hiring, but we want you on site. We want you in place.
גם ראשי ענקיות הטכנולוגיה קוראים בחודשים האחרונים להייטקיסטים לחזור למשרד. סם אלטמן, מנכ"ל OpenAI, יוצרת ChatGPT, הכריז שהעבודה מרחוק היא לא פחות מניסוי כושל.
One of the tech industry's worst mistakes in a long time was that everybody could go full remote forever, and startups didn't need to be together in person. He went on to tell attendees the experiment on that is over, and the technology is not yet good enough that people can be fully remote forever, particularly on startups.
כבר במרץ אילון מאסק אמר לעובדי טוויטר שהעבודה במשרדים אינה אופציונלית. ביוני גוגל הודיעה לעובדים שהם יצטרכו להגיע למשרד לפחות ב3 ימים בשבוע.
Nothing can replace the ability to connect, observe and create with peers that comes from being physically together.
הניו יורק טיימס פרסם מחקר שעל פיו העבודה מרחוק פוגעת בעובדים, במיוחד הצעירים, ומונעת את חוויית הקהילה שיש במקום העבודה המשותף.
When of course we all went remote in the pandemic, that workers and especially young workers just got less feedback from their senior colleagues and from their bosses. It's seeing your colleagues working, it's asking them questions, it's them giving you advice, it's your boss giving you sort of little tips, and that can be really hard to replicate in a remote environment.
Economists at the Federal Reserve Bank of New York say young workers may be missing the power of proximity, like this.
אבל האם העבודה מרחוק היא באמת כישלון, כמו שמנהלי החברות טוענים?
Become the fastest growing new lawsuit in the U.S. and it's something you have likely never heard of. It is called geographical discrimination.
Workers suing their employers because they want to continue to work from home and the employers are saying no.
חלק מהעובדים לא מוכנים לשמוע על חזרה למשרד.
And sometimes people aren't as comfortable going into work, say if their boss isn't the nicest person or they may get work done easier at home.
אליסיה עזבה כמו רבים את הדירה בסן פרנסיסקו, עכשיו היא עובדת מווייטנאם.
What good is having a house if you don't get to spend it there because you're commuting to work?
First of all, curse that virus, but bless high-speed internet.
I think like anybody, it was a bit of an adjustment. Working from home, you have the opportunity to concentrate and be more focused in a way that you naturally can't in an office.
My office is in my car, in my home, in my kitchen.
רוב העובדים די מרוצים בלי פקקי התנועה, קרוב למקרר, במקום שמותאם לצרכים ולטעם האישי והפרטי שלהם.
What can I get you to drink?
למי שנמאס להיות סגור, אפילו נוצרה תרבות ביניים, חללים משותפים אלטרנטיביים.
We're trying to get people out of their pajamas, getting them back into spaces that will make them not just productive, but feel more connected to themselves and their neighbors.
I have great connections remotely with coworkers, but there's something different about actually talking to people.
Is it's not remote work good or remote work bad, right? We hear from workers that they like it, that they value it. You know, it obviously is very beneficial for, parents with young children, for people who have caregiving responsibilities, but also we often find that senior folks are more productive when they're working from home.
ישנם עובדים שמעולם לא עבדו מרחוק, אפילו לא בקורונה, אבל רבים אחרים, בהם דור הזי, הצעירים שנולדו אחרי המילניום, לא מכירים עולם עבודה אחר.
A deal breaker for me is a place which requires me to go into the office every day. I don't think I could do that. It's just way too tiring.
אלו הצעירים שימלאו בקרוב יותר ויותר משרות.
I don't think any of us want to work 100 hours a week, to have no piece of the pie, to work for someone you don't respect, to do something that you don't believe in. And I think for a long time that's how we were told the world had to work. And I think a lot of folks are saying no, maybe the world can work radically differently. And I think that's a good thing.
What has happened in the past, Nessa, is the generations were more prepared for the workforce than they are now. And really, this group of Gen Zs, they're the COVID remote work. So they didn't even have an opportunity to relate to people at all in a workplace. We're thrown into an environment that people who do have that experience are still struggling with. Yes, they have technical skills because they grew up holding computers in their hands, right? but those skills did not apply to the workplace.
בארצות הברית נערך עכשיו תהליך של משא ומתן מחודש בין המעסיקים לכוח העבודה.
On some level, I think the genie is out of the bottle there, right? You know, we know we're not all going back to the way things were before.
אולי בסופו של דבר, הניסיון שנצבר במגבלות הקורונה דווקא יוביל לאיזון טוב יותר בין העבודה לחיים הפרטיים.
Companies are going to have to grapple with sort of how to design the workplace of the future in a way that it saves the good parts of work from home and the good parts of the office.